Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. My name is Dedan Arrow from Uganda. In case this is your first time to see me, please, I want you to consider subscribing to this channel. Subscription is free of charge. No one is going to ask you for money to subscribe, it's just free of charge. And that subscription is the only support you guys can give me for now. So if you subscribe, I really appreciate. Now it is early morning in Africa. I'm in Uganda, guys. In case it's your first time to see me, I'm in Uganda and the western part of Uganda. That is Mbara, and it's where I am right now. These days it has been raining actually because it's a rainy season. It is November, and usually November and December, these are always rainy months in Africa. So it's been raining actually, raining cats and dogs every day, every day, every day. So it's a bit cold. That's why you see you guys I'm putting on this. Early in the morning, it is actually 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm very happy. I'm alive again. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and in case you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And those who go to the comment section and tell me something about the video, you guys, I cannot take you for granted. You're the best. And those who like the videos, you people, you're the best. Okay, we are on the road to 1.5 thousand subscribers. 1.5, yeah, 1.5 thousand subscribers. So let us do this together. Now, guys, in my previous videos, I told you about my job. I told you I have a job I do when I'm not on camera. And that being said, I'm a radio presenter. I work with the oldest and best radio station in Africa. That is Greater African Radio. It is in Mbara in Western Uganda. And so that's how I work, okay? And among the things I do, I read news, both local language and English news. And I also present some shows there. So today I'm going to be showing you, today I'm going to be taking you through my work. I think I will be giving you bit by bit, but today specifically, I'm going to be showing you how I read news. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I read news. That being said, English news. And that news always runs at 9 a.m. in the morning. So I think I still have 1 hour to prepare the news and prepare for the reading. So I want you guys to be with me. Let's watch this video till the end. Let's subscribe. Let's give this video a like. But I'm going to be showing you what really happens. What really goes on behind the scenes that you don't see or you don't usually listen to. Because before you listen to that news on radio, just know a lot is always happening. A lot really happens. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you today how I do that. Right now, home. Let's head to work. Okay, when I reach there, I'm going to be showing you the process. Like I told you guys, the news is at 9 a.m. and I think I still have 1 hour. So that's enough for me to prepare and read the news at 9 a.m. Let's go, guys. But don't forget to subscribe, please. And don't forget to like the video.
Didanaruho dances under the sun with a heartbeat echoing through everyone. His laughter's like a river that flows from the mountains down to the valleys below. Oh, Didanaruho, the pride of Uganda, spreading joy from Kampala to Jinja. Oh, Didanaruho, our shining star, guiding Africa's dreams near and far. Didanaruho stands tall like a baobab tree, with stories of Africa, wild and free. His voice calls out from the savannah plains, bringing life to our lands in rhythmic refrains. Oh, Didanaruho, the pride of Uganda, spreading joy from Kampala to Jinja. Oh, Didanaruho, our shining star, guiding Africa's dreams near and far. From the Nile source to the Serengeti, Didanaruho sings our hearts steady. With every beat, every word he speaks, he shows the world Africa's mystique. Didanaruho's smile like the sunrise, painting colors on our endless skies. He wears his roots like a regal crown, lifting Africa up, never letting us down. tree with stories of Africa, wild and free. His voice calls out from the savannah plains, bringing life to our lands in rhythmic refrains. Oh, Didanaruho, the pride of Uganda, spreading joy from Kampala to Jinja. Oh, Didanaruho, our shining star, guiding Africa's dreams near and far. From the Nile source to the Serengeti, Didanaruho sings our hearts steady. With every beat, every word he speaks, he shows the world Africa's mystique. Didanaruho smile like the sunrise, painting colors on our endless skies. He wears his roots like a regal crown, lifting Africa up, never letting us down. Didanaruho dances under the sun, with a heartbeat echoing through everyone. His laughter's like a river that flows from the mountains down to the valleys below. Oh, Didanaruho, the pride of Uganda, spreading joy from Kampala to Jinja. Oh, Didanaruho, our shining star, guiding Africa's dreams near and far. Didanaruho stands tall like a baobab tree, with stories of Africa, wild and free. His voice calls out from the savannah plains, bringing life to our lands in rhythmic refrains. Oh, Didanaruho, the pride of Uganda, spreading joy from Kampala to Jinja. Oh, Didanaruho, our shining star, guiding Africa's dreams near and far. From the Nile source to the Serengeti, Didanaruho sings our hearts steady. With every beat, every word he speaks, he shows the world Africa's mystique. Didanaruho smile like the sunrise, painting colors on our sky. He wears his
Now, guys, I'm already
roots
here.
like a
You know, that is
regal
Great African
crown,
Radio. As you can see, that's my workplace
lifting
over here.
Africa
So I'm going to be entering here. And like I told you guys, right now I have less than an hour to prepare. And you know, the things also, you know, you have to prepare, you know. When you prepare, you deliver something nice. And if you don't prepare, of course, you don't deliver, you know. So like I told you guys, this is Great African Radio. As you can see, this is the oldest radio station and the best radio station in Africa, you know. If you didn't know anyway, you will know. There is one thing that really motivates me. They are saying before there was any history, you see, there was black history. I want you to read this again. Before there was any history, there was black history. Hey. So, guys, that is Great African Radio over there, you know, to have a positive governmental influence on the minds of Africans by using news information and music, which inspires them to do great things. Yeah. So, guys, like I told you, I think I have, right now, I have less than an hour to actually do my work. Don't mind about the messy table, you know. The table is a bit messed up, but you know, it's okay. So, like I told you guys, we do always have a lot to do. So before I go on air to read the news, which I think you guys, that's something you're waiting for, this news has to be prepared. I don't know if you know that, but it has to be prepared. That's a truth. You have to prepare a bulletin. When I say a bulletin, you have to prepare your stories and arrange them in a way that suits the listener. Because when you work on radio, you understand what I'm talking about. So right about that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be preparing my news. I'm going to be preparing my bulletin. Maybe I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to show you through before I go on air to read it. So I'm going to be showing you the bulletin I will prepare, but the bulletin has to be accurate, has to be current, has to be precise. There is a lot going on. There is a lot we consider. Okay, so let me first prepare the bulletin. Maybe I'm gonna be showing you later on after I'm done. So guys, I'm actually done preparing the bulletin, and I'm gonna be taking you through this bulletin before actually I go on air to read it. I have about 6 stories that I'm going to be reading on air. And the first story is this one. In Uganda, we have exams going on for Senior 6, that is A-level, UACE, Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education. So there were Senior 6 candidates in Masaka that have been actually implicated in an examination cheating scandal. They were using artificial intelligence. This is really funny. So I'm going to be reading this story because this is how it happened. On Monday, this week, we began exams in Uganda for UACE. And these days we have AI, that is artificial intelligence, everywhere actually. So some of these students were actually being, they were caught using artificial intelligence. They had their smartphones. They were using AI. I don't know if they were using ChatGPT or they were using I don't know which AI they were using, but so they have been arrested. So it's one of the story I have. And second story is here. We have one of the districts in Uganda called Masindi. So the police in Masindi have arrested 7 municipal council staff members on suspicion of deliberately sabotaging a municipal grader by pouring salt in the fuel tank. So this is also another weird story, I'm really wondering how some of the staff of the municipal council can deliberately get salt and power it in the fuel tank. I don't know, but they are saying the motive behind the act remains unclear. So this is also another story I have in my bulletin. Another one is here. Farmers in Dokoro district have demanded that the government should establish seed banks across the country for the preservation and multiplication of indigenous. This is indigenous seeds, yeah. We have what we call the genetically modified organisms, the GMOs. I don't know if you guys know this, but for example, if you come to Africa, most of the seeds we have now, or most of the plants we have, they are all genetically modified. And it's really hard for, farmers, for example, to get their indigenous plants, indigenous seeds. So now these farmers actually asking the district, maybe the concerned, maybe the government, that if they can actually reserve for them some seed banks where they can always go and get their indigenous seeds in case they want them, okay? That's also another story I have. So I also have another story here. This is here in Mbara. We have monkeypox all over. And Mbara Regional Referral Hospital is the biggest hospital we have in Western Region. It's a regional referral hospital. So they are saying they are closely monitoring 20 suspected monkeypox cases in Katete Central Cell, where a growing number of cases has raised public health concerns. So it's also another story I have on the bulletin. And I also have this one. Recently Donald Trump has been elected the new president of America, of the US. So the shadow minister for foreign affairs here in Uganda, who is Muwanda Nkunyinji, he is also a member of parliament actually for Chadondo East. He has sounded the alarm over Uganda's deteriorating diplomatic representation abroad. He's saying Uganda is not represented very well when it comes to diaspora issues. And I also have another story for Africa. This comes from Mauritius, where the opposition Alliance of Change in Mauritius has won all the 60 seats up for grabs on the archipelago's main island following the Sunday's parliamentary election. So if you come from Mauritius, probably you know. I also have another story. There is a journalist who has been detained in Eritrean prison without trial for 3 years. So he has actually won a Swedish Human Rights Prize for his commitment to freedom of expression, So this is my bulletin. Okay, it's the one I'm going to be reading today at 9 a.m. So after here, I'm just waiting for the time to reach, that is 9, and then we go on air to read this bulletin. I just want you guys to, be with me until we finish this, bulletin. But, sometimes when I finish preparing my bulletin, I always, watch some of my favorite YouTubers, especially. I don't know if it is only me, but trust me, most of my favorite YouTubers, they come from Kenya. Apart from maybe Mr. Bean and Mr. Who is the Boss and these people who do take videos, the Mr. B, rather the Mr. Who is the Boss, the MK, is called HDI or something. Marcus, Marcus. So these are some of the people I watch, especially when I want to, because I'm a tech guy, I love technology so much. But when I'm not watching, tech videos, I always watch my Nyabohanze episodes. For example, I watch Miss Frey, Miss Frey is one of my favorite YouTubers. I think you can see, even her video is appearing here. I watch Onle Mawila. I watch Ayamara, and yesterday I was watching Gake, his life. This is Eileen Zabu. Most of my favorite YouTubers, actually, they come from Kenya, especially those guys from Nyabohanze. It's Nasto, Miss Frey, Uncle Mo, Gake. There is a saga going on. This is Vinny. I used to like this guy when he still had his German wife, okay, Lini. But nowadays I don't watch his videos a lot. That's the reason actually I used to watch his videos. So I love watching Nyabohanze episodes. I am Mara, Burundian Traveler is one of my best also. There is also this guy who, Cloudy Joseph CJ, is also my favorite. I also watch him. So, so when I'm not doing news or something, when I get my free time, I always come and, watch these YouTubers from Kenya, and I start watching the Nyabohanze episodes, Yeah, so guys, for example, I want to watch this video for Miss Flay. I hope I don't get copyright, but I want to watch this video from Miss Flay, So as I wait for 9, okay, as you can see, guys, it is 21 minutes. You see, it is 21 minutes past 8. So I'm just waiting for 9 a.m. so that I can actually go and read the bulletin. I want you guys to go with me today on my today we have to read this news together. I'm trying to watch Miss Frey here. You see, yeah, Miss Frey, shout outs. Kudos. So guys, good morning. Like I told you earlier, okay, today I'm gonna be showing you how I actually read news. So it's already time, and I want you guys to stay hooked, as we do this bulletin together. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and tell me something in the comment section. So let's go. I want you guys to listen and, know how we read news. So I'll probably take you through the setup here, maybe in some other video. So guys, we use this. I will tell you why actually after news. I will tell you why we use this one.
This is the news in brief on 98.3 Greater African Radio.
Well, it is 9 a.m. A very good morning. The news on 98.3 FM Greater African Radio. I'm Dedan Arho. Two senior 6 candidates in Masaka City have been implicated in an examination cheating scandal involving artificial intelligence. According to information obtained from the Uganda National Examinations Board, the students Nabahinda Cecilia and Nakimba Grace sitting their examinations at Masaka Hall were caught using smartphones during an afternoon exam to access AI-generated essays and summarized notes. Jennifer Kalole, the NAB spokesperson, said that one of the students reportedly downloaded an essay using AI tool while the other had stored notes on her device, circumventing exam regulations. The police are now investigating the incident as part of a border crackdown and examination malpractice. The incident occurred on the first day of the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations, which began on Monday. While it wasn't the first time UNEB has caught a student with a phone during an exam, it was the first known instance of candidates using popular artificial intelligence apps to cheat on an examination in Uganda. And the police in Masindi district have arrested 7 municipal council staff members on suspicion of deliberately sabotaging a municipal grader by powering salt into its fuel tanker. The motive behind the act remains unclear. Julius Hakiza, spokesperson for the Alberton Region Police, confirmed that the incident involved the municipal grader registration number UAJ 932X, which was parked at the Masindi Municipal Council offices. Preliminary investigations suggest that some municipal staff may have colluded to damage the grader's fuel tank. Hakiza explained that the damage was discovered when the grader's driver attempted to check the fuel level, only to find the tank clogged with what appeared to be salt. And farmers in Dokoro district have demanded that the government should establish seed banks across the country for the preservation and multiplication of indigenous seeds. They say the prevalence of improved seeds, known as genetically modified organisms, which are being promoted by the government and other organizations, has fueled the disappearance and devaluation of indigenous seeds, thus causing food insecurity. Peter Okero, a farmer in Dokoro district, says the adaptation of new improved varieties of crops in the primary reason for the loss of indigenous varieties. The event function was organized by the Land and Equity Movement in Uganda in partnership with other non-government organizations working in the land and food sectors in Uganda. And Mbara Regional Referral Hospital officials are closely monitoring 20 suspected cases of monkeypox in Katete Central Cell, where a growing number of cases has raised public concern. Dr. Nelson Wandela, a physician in the infectious disease unit, says they have so far managed 4 confirmed cases and discharged 2. He says samples of the suspected case have been sent to the Uganda Virus Research Institute, with the results pending for the 3 key cases. Dr. Wandela noted that many affected individuals are from Katete Central, suggesting the outbreak is largely localized within this area. And the Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs, Muwanda Nkunyinji, has sounded the alarm over Uganda's deteriorating diplomatic representation abroad. In the past year, several Ugandan ambassadors have been called or declared persona non grata by host countries, with the list being the Ugandan ambassador to Nigeria. Nkunyinji, also the Member of Parliament for Chadondo East, is urging the government to expedite the finalization of a codified foreign policy. Moreover, Nkunyinji highlighted the plight of Ugandans trapped in insecure regions due to lack of travel advice from the government. And across Africa, the opposition Alliance of Change in Mauritius has won all the 60 seats up for grabs on the archipelago's main island following Sunday's parliamentary election. Opposition leader Navin Ramgoolam, 77 years, said the power of the people had trumped. Prime Minister Pravin Jagwantha Satu had already acknowledged on Monday that his Le People Alliance was heading for a huge defeat. And a journalist detained in Eritrean prison without trial for 23 years has won a Swedish Human Rights Prize for his commitment to freedom of expression. Dawit Isaac, who holds dual Eritrean Swedish citizenship, was given the Ederstrom Prize for his exceptional courage. The foundation behind the award said in a statement, Dawit, who holds dual Eritrean Swedish citizenship, was one of the founders of Setit, Eritrea's first independent newspaper. And that's all we had for you. A very good morning. I'm Dedan Arho.
That was the missing group, and then 8.3 Greater African.
The greatest radio of all
So guys,
time,
that's it,
greatest
okay?
people of all
So
time, in the greatest land of all time. 98.3 FM, Greater African
I don't know how
Radio.
guys you rate that. Maybe out of 10 you guys can tell me. In case you are a media person, you probably know these things. You know how hard it is anyway. Guys, you know how hard it is. This whole thing is really hard. Okay, it needs practice and a lot of commitment anyway.